Champions League final comes around at that point. You're playing Spurs. How confident were you going into that?
We knew, 100% we knew, like there was no way that they beat us. There was no way. We knew we were the much better team.
What are your memories of your Liverpool debut?
Wasn't expecting it at all. We'd had a couple of cup games before that against like lesser teams, and I remember when we drew them, I was like half a sniff there because, you know, when we played Burton, we can like want to rest the lads who play in the league and blah blah blah, but it never happened. So when we drew Tottenham, I'm thinking no chance. But yeah, I just remember him pulling me and Javier Jaria just before training and said, look, you two are starting. And yeah, I remember on my way home calling my family and saying, I'm playing tomorrow, I'm starting tomorrow. And, like, to get to the game, really.
So, and the game itself, like walking out of the tunnel, what were your emotions then?
Quite emotional, if I'm honest. Just stepping out on the pitch, it was just, I don't know, it was just like an overriding feeling of pure emotion. It's like, this is it. That's what I worked hard for.
How did the game go? Like, did you feel like you had a good game that day?
Yeah, I got tired early though. I came off like 60, 65. But no, I'm definitely done well. Yeah, 1-2-1 as well. So.
What about any like particular moments from the game that you remember? Like, why you might have got substituted, for example?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so obviously I think I should have got sent off really, but I'd always heard stories like the excitement and like the rash tackle and like your first game and your first derby and blah blah blah. Like you just get overexcited and you do like craziness, and I thought, nah, I'm level-headed. Like that won't happen to me. And like, even going into the game, I was quite calm and I thought, don't need to worry about all that. And then just out of nowhere, I just flew into a tackle, a rash tackle.
Do you remember who the tackle was on?
Ben Davis.
Yeah. And so, full-time whistle goes. What was the emotion then?
For me, I'd achieved my dream. You know, that was the dream. That was the aim. Coming through the academy with so many players who, you know, don't make it, who are better than you. All the ups and downs of the academy, and putting in all that hard work, all that sacrifice. Like I said, it was just everything, every single thing that I'd done, and it's like, you know yourself what you've done. I think no one else really knows. At that moment, it was all so worth it.
So you've made your Liverpool debut. What did that drive you on then to do more, or was it a case of, right, when I'm in now, I can, you know, I'm a Liverpool first teamer? Nah,
because I always had the fear of going back to like the academy. That's what normally happens. Is you dabble with the first team and then you go back down. And even still, I think even at that time, I wasn't even full time with the first team. And there was 2 separate changing rooms. There was like the first team changing reserves. Just on a daily basis, me, OVA, Ben Woodburn, we'd all like kind of be up there, and just every day, Pep Linders would come in and say, yeah, he's back up here tomorrow. So it was like every day we were fighting to stay up there. I think looking back now, like the coaches and the manager and that, they probably knew that we were up there, but in our minds, every session could be your last. And you know, when you're there with your 2 mates, you're like, I don't want to be the one going back there and you two coming up here tomorrow. So yeah, I think it was just like, we were fighting so hard.
Was there ever a moment you didn't think you'd make it, and was there ever an alternative?
No, I don't. There wasn't a specific moment that I didn't think I'd make it. But I think, you know, for the majority of our players in the academy, that's reality. That's why I'm so passionate and so I'm working so hard within that space with the After Academy to then help these young players who, you know, get released and don't have that plan B and don't quite know where to go with it. It's giving them the opportunity to, you know, have a career, soften that blow of having the dreams shattered, and just being there for them.
starting with the semi-final, the Barcelona game, first leg at the Nou Camp. Didn't go to plan, to be fair.
Mm.
What was your feeling after that game?
I didn't play.
So were you out there watching, or would you?
Yeah. I just manager just benched me. I think a lot of games, and I don't know. He didn't really give a reason for it. I'm just thinking like, obviously, I just thought, yeah, that's done. That now, that's done.
Was that the feeling in the team as well?
It's hard to say it without saying bad, but it was almost like we didn't really care that much, like it should. It didn't feel like we'd been beat 3-0, is what I'm trying to get at, I suppose. It's like we didn't really like comprehend the situation we were in. It was like, I don't know, it never really sank in that we were 3-0 down at that moment.
So then, fast forward to the second leg. What was the feeling going into that game?
So the day before the Barca second leg on the Tuesday was City-Leicester on the Monday night, where Company scores the screamer. As you do, you check out City's fixtures, and you kind of pinpoint where you think they might drop a point. And like we'd all agreed, if there was going to be a place, it'd be Leicester. That would cause them the biggest problem. So we thought, you know, that's where it is. If they get up to there with all wins and they beat Leicester, it's done. And it kind of just felt like it was all against us. You know, you're there, you're thinking we'd lost one game all season, City away. So if you're going to lose one game, that's where you lose it. Like, didn't really drop any points. Going to be on 97 points. At that point, it's like, this isn't fair. So like we all go in, train in the morning, and again at that point, it's like we've got nothing to lose now. We've got nothing to lose. Might as well go for it. It's just like, let's just play.
And then the game itself. At which point did you think, okay, we've got a chance here? Was it a moment?
Say the third goal. The second goal gave us, we were like, got a chance. Probably get another one, get us extra time or pens, whatever. The third goal, once that went in, I knew we were going to win. There was no way you could stop us at that point. But even to be fair, at half time, 1-0 up, they've had a few chances and stuff. Ali's made unreal saves, and like we were still quite calm. We weren't excited about it. It was get the next goal, and the gaffer said, you know, it doesn't matter when it comes. Just be patient. If it comes 46th minute or 85th, doesn't matter.
And then again, full time, final whistle goes. Excitement, relief. What's the overriding emotion there?
Yeah, it's like a crazy joy, but you don't quite know don't quite know the magnitude of what's just happened. Well, the best part of it was the following day, going into training the following day, and like knowing that it was real. Like in that night, it doesn't quite feel real, and then you wake up, and then like on your way into training, it's like you're smiling. That's it, you're smiling. Then you see all the lads, and it's like, that was real. Like, what have we actually just done?
So the Champions League final comes around at that point. You're playing Spurs. How confident were you going into that?
Yeah, it felt right. It just felt right, if I'm honest. We knew, 100% we knew, like there was no way that they beat us. There was no way. There was not really any doubt amongst us. It wasn't like we were screaming from the rooftop saying like, yeah, we've won. It was, we do our job proper. We all do our jobs. There's no way they beat us. We knew we were the much better team. And that, like I said, we knew if we played well, like we win. The only way we don't win is if we play bad and they play outstanding. So it was just about making sure we played well.
What was the game plan going into it that night? Obviously, after what was it, 2 minutes, you go 1-0 up. Did that change how you approached the game?
It was a strange one. We had a players meeting. I want to say maybe on the Thursday, but But we hadn't. The only final we've been in is the Champions League final the year before, which was a strange one, and how they handled winning the game taught us so much. And we spoke about what happens, like how to handle different game scenarios. And the first thing we spoke about was like, what do we do if we take an early lead? Don't change your game plan. Easy thing to do is on such a big occasion. You get an early lead and you think, oh, we need to protect this. And you sit back and just invite pressure. And we said to each other, look, we can't do that. That's not the way we play. We just played the game that we needed to play. There was nothing too special about it. We defended well, and done what we needed to do to win.
And then Divock scores the second goal. When that goal goes in, it was right in front of the Liverpool fans as well. How did that feel?
Yeah, it's hard to describe it, if I'm honest. It's the best feeling I've had on a football pitch. I think like the disappointment from the year before added to it. Just the joy of knowing that we've done it was an incredible feeling.
When you're in a team like Liverpool and you yourself are playing regularly against a team like Manchester City, both winning every week, do you feel that gets the best out of you, or would you rather be playing against a team that probably aren't as good?
Yeah, I'd rather we weren't that good. I'd probably have a couple more medals, but no, I think we get the best out of each other. I think we've taken the league to the next level, to a level it's never been before, and had 2 title races that arguably just the best ever.
Let's go back to the season when you finished on 97 points and still slightly missed out unbelievably. Throughout that season, was there any moments that you thought, we've got them here, we're going to do it?
They never slipped up really, if I'm honest. They never really slipped up, so there was never that we're gonna get them here. It was always just the hope, and it just never came.
You obviously won the Premier League with 99 points the season after.
Mm-hmm.
What was different about that season, do you think?
To be honest, I think the Champions League win helped us that season. I think if we didn't win that, then it could have been a psychological blow. But we lost the Champions League year before, won it, lost the league basically on the final day. At that point it didn't really affect us. After the league finished, I thought it's fine, next season we'll win it.
And then so you get the trophy, you get the celebs. Like, what's the feeling? Is it relief? Is it excitement? How does it compare to winning the Champions League, for example?
It's different because we won it way earlier than when we got the trophy. So it's different. You've got time. You have weeks of already being a Premier League winner. So although it's good to get your medal and the trophy, nothing beats getting it straight after you've just earned it. I think just being, for me, season by season, the best players in the world, I think that's achievable, and that's kind of an expectation now. Whether people agree with it or don't think I am, if I think I am, and I know I've played to a level that is top 10, top 5 in the world, then I'm happy with that.
But I tell you what he is, he's a better passer than both of them, by far, the way he pings the ball about. Phillips.
Better passer than Rodri?
Are you taking the piss?
Are you taking the piss?
Listen, I'll back you up. Are you not thinking?
Are you taking the piss?
Will you think that Rodri is a better passer of the ball than Phillips? I'm going.